All right, we're going to work on some counters to the low kick, specifically the inside low kick when we're working against an orthodox fighter. Now, some of this technique also you can work against southpaw, but right now it's just for the purposes of keeping it simple. We'll just work orthodox versus orthodox. Now, just a couple things about the techniques. You know, Muay Thai, like right now people talk about like different styles of Muay Thai, like Muay Mat, which is more like pressure fighting and the punches and knees. Muay Te, which is more kicking, right? Muay Kao, which is more like clinching, right? I think that, you know, it's all one and the same, right? You got to pick like you got to pick the right style at the right time. But generally, just from a standpoint of longevity for either your training or just as a martial artist in general, I prefer to stay in a long range. One, because I'm not interested in getting in a space where I can get like, you know, knocked out by a lucky punch. You know, I don't want to take a lot of damage. So my whole goal is to, when he wants to hit me, not be there. But when I want to hit him, I can do it whenever I want, okay? My whole goal is, again, to chip away at his confidence, take away his weapons. And one of the weapons that this person's going to be using is going to be the jab, inside low kick, outside low kick, and the foot jab kind of like as feelers, okay? So we're going to deal with the inside low kick to the inside of my thigh. So just as a demonstration right now, he's going to come in, and he's going to come and kick, boom. So this is really what we're defending against first, okay? He hits me a couple times, he gets confident, you know, boom, and then he starts setting up other things. So I want to start disrupting him, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to use is going to be very easy, is a teep to intercept, okay? So as soon as I see him move, boom, I'm going to go ahead and teep the middle and the center line, okay? So I'm again ready. As soon as I see him move, boom, we're going to go ahead and teep, okay? This teep, we're trying to use our longest weapon, okay? So we're not keeping our hips square so much. We're kind of stacking our hips one over the other, okay? Just like this, and reaching as far as we can. Our teep is our longest weapon, and we really want to make use of that as best we can. Keeps this person out, and I really control and dictate the range. So once again, as soon as I see him move, I'm going to go ahead and teep the center, okay? I see him move and teep the center, okay? Very, very simple thing that you can do. Now, but what this does work with is some simple laws of combat, okay? I want to attack my opponent both on a psychological level and on a physical level. One, psychologically, because they're caught by surprise. Physically, because they're helpless, right? He's on one leg at that moment. He's helpless. So if I throw and I intercept, boom, he can't help but be hit by this. And it's really what I'm looking to do to land a lot of shots where he can't see, is to attack when this person's attacking. So this is kind of Bruce Lee's concept of the way of the intercepting fist, but in this case, the way of the intercepting foot. All right, this next technique, we're going to use something we call a square out. Okay, so against the same kind of situation, our partner here, okay, we're in squared up. He's going to throw in this kick, right? He's inside, going inside the leg, so he goes and hits. Okay, so I'm defending against this. Now, when he goes to kick, I want to not be there. So he goes, boom, and I'm going to counter with my own lead kick. Okay, so one more time, we're here, and a counter and a lead kick. So let me just break a little bit of this down, okay? So once again, this is kind of going with that concept of when he hits me, I'm not there. And when I want to hit him, I can hit him at will, okay? Because right now, he's basically helpless. He kicked, he's on one leg, he's recovering from that attack, and this is a good time for me to go ahead and counter attack. Now, when I go and I do the square out technique, I don't want to take a big step back and plant weight on my back foot, okay? My whole goal is to try to gain a time advantage on my partner, being that he's swinging at me, right? And I'm in position where I can quickly attack. It's not that I'm faster than him, I'm just in a better position. So I want to take him out of position. In this case, he's on one leg, and I'm going to be in the right position to attack. So being in the right position means as soon as I take this foot back, on the ball of my foot, okay, is where I'm going to push off of. I'm going to keep my weight on my back leg, which now becomes my front leg. So that way when I go to kick, I transfer the weight to the front and transfer to the kick, okay? So once again, my partner goes, I square out, boom, I touch, and I kick, okay? One more time, let's go, touch, and I kick. You see, as soon as my foot moves back, his leg crosses my center line, I press off the ground, I use that opportunity to generate power and turn it into my lead kick, and I can get a good strike when my partner's not ready for the strike. So let's do it from another angle, okay? So from this angle, my partner's gonna go ahead and kick. Again, I'll square out, boom, and I'm gonna kick and return, okay? I go and I kick, boom, and I kick. My kick, again, is just gonna make sure that I get a nice, straight movement upward, okay? Trying to hit, pointing my knee upward and striking with the inside of my shin. One thing about when I do a body kick is I wanna hit with my shin, right? But my shin is not right in the center, okay? It's kind of to the inside. So what I wanna do is when I throw that body kick, I wanna angle my knee just slightly pointed up. So I'm taking the hardest part of my leg and using that as a weapon against my partner. So one more time, we're squared up, he goes, boom, and I kick, And this is a good way to get a counter off this low kick. All right, the third counter I call the float kick, okay? So it's gonna do against the same way, which is our lead kick, aiming at our front leg over here. All right, so my partner's gonna go ahead and go. Boom, and I'm gonna kick, okay? Now this does require a little bit of timing, right? So what you're looking to do is you're looking to make this switch at the same time. As he kicks, I'm switching my stance, and as I switch, I turn my switch. Instead of just putting my foot to the ground, I use that and I kick. Once again, using the inside of my shin as the striking point to make sure that I get right in the back of his leg, okay? So once again, he goes, and I kick, boom. Now, the timing does take a little bit of training to get, right? So really as you drill it, your partner wants to kick nice and slow, and you go ahead and try to, as he's kicking, you try to follow through and kick. Now, at the end of it's not the end of the world if you're slow on it, because he might actually catch the inside of your leg. And if he does, that's fine too. He kicks me, boom, and I go ahead and I can fire my kick at the same time. So remember, we don't want to let him hit us for free. We always want to hit and be the last one to hit every time, okay? So worst comes to worst, you mess up on the timing, no problem. You still follow through with a kick, you'll still get a strike. It may not be as hard as you want, it may not be as accurate as you want it to be, but at least you got something, okay? So we'll do it one more time. Let's do it from another angle. We'll come over here on the side. I'm waiting for my partner, and he goes to kick, and as soon as he does, boom, and I fade back. So as I move back too, I don't want to be in the same spot, okay? I'm kind of floating back, boom, and following through with my kick.
All right, guys, so those are 3 techniques courtesy of Knock Upon for your low kick counter, all right? Practice those, train those, drill them with your partners. I want to thank my buddy Knock Upon for inviting us and showing us some of his techniques. Knock Upon, where can people find you?
Well, we're at Beta Academy down here in Washington, D.C. We are right in the nation's capital. I mean, we are at 14th in Florida. Okay, our address 1353 Florida Avenue Northwest. We're the largest and longest running martial arts academy here in Washington, D.C. So if you're ever coming into the nation's capital for any reason, we had a lot of people who pass through for work, for whatever reason, come on down and train with us. You can find us online, www.betaacademy.com, and we also have an online training course too, betaacademy.online. So you can find us anywhere, and of course, hopefully post up all the social media links, follow us on Instagram. I also have a YouTube channel too, and my YouTube channel really focuses on helping martial artists grow their schools and you know, be better at business. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to check that out too.
We'll be sure to drop all that info right below. And on that note, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, right? Keep training, be safe, and follow for more.